man rob God, yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, wherein have we robbed thee? In tithes and offerings. In tithes and offerings. I'm going to read the verse before just so we could know. Even from the days of your fathers, ye are gone away from mine ordinances, and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you, saith the Lord of hosts. But ye said, wherein shall we return? So these people were so far departed, they didn't even know how lost they were. They didn't know. There was a sense of ignorance there. They said, wherein shall we return? What are we returning to? Because in their minds, they thought that they were doing something good in taking all of the fruits of their land and using it for themselves. They didn't feel the need to invest in the temple anymore because they were flourishing in the natural sense. But what they didn't realize is, although they may have been flourishing seemingly, the Lord still, because of a promise he made to their fathers, he still kept them. And what they didn't know is he was 2 seconds from departing entirely. That's why he said, return unto me, and I shall what? Return unto you. And why did he depart? Because they had broken away from his ordinances. So God asked them, God asked them a question. He said, will a man rob God? And they answered God with a question. Wherein have we robbed thee? And he answered them with a shorty answer. In tithes and offering. Can you imagine people come up here, stand on this pulpit in this our country and preach that tithing and offering is not obligatory? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Tithing and offering is not it's not necessary in the new covenant. We're in a new covenant. Thief. No covenant where? Did you read the documents of the early church? Where they brought all they had and laid it at the apostles' feet, and they distributed it as so that none of them lacked anything.
That's right.
That's the original format.
That's right.
See how far we've strayed. Why are we in church? You go to church, you see some people who are dressed so nice, and then you see some people who can't even afford to get good shoes. It's because of what has entered into our hearts. Pride. It's pride. Even the little that we give out of what? Emptiness of. We give Cain offerings. The book of Jude said, and I think it's verse 11, it says, woe unto them, for they have gone astray after the way of Cain.
My God. Yes.
Let me tell you the difference between offering and tithe. Offering, or tithe, is a commandment as much as offering is. But tithe is a specific amount, a specific percentage. Offering, however, is a sacrifice. And last time I checked, there's only one means by which spirits are appeased, God included. And that's through what? Sacrifice. So you can say you're paying your tithe all day long, but if you don't offer any sacrifices, there's nothing speaking for you in the eternal realm.
That's right.
So you can't expect the promises of the covenants, and you're not offering any sacrifices. You don't have an altar, so you have no place to demand anything from on high. Where is your altar? Even if you're sacrificing out of your paycheck, your time is still fully devoted to all sorts of rubbish. You can be giving money offerings, but you spend 24 hours and you don't pray 1 minute. You're wasting money. You're still a thief. You don't spend any time in scriptures, fellowshipping, evangelizing, talking to people. You don't have an altar where your labor can speak for you. And a lot of people go and listen to those and say, if they hear this, they'll say, you're teaching works-based gospel. I will continue to teach it. If that's what you are saying, I will continue to teach it. Because at the end of the day, it's your labor that speaks for you.
That's right.
Have you labored in his vineyard? Or are you just an eater, a consumer? You have no sacrifices. You will die. Let me tell you, you will die like a chicken. Listen to me. You will die and nobody will remember you. Because it doesn't, although you give all this money, you have no labor to speak for you. So you may have thought you built an altar to God, but it was really the money you were worshiping. Saying this money can speak for me. I don't need to pray. All I need to do is just sow this seed. Sow seed of what? Sow what seed? What seed are you sowing? Sowing a seed to which ground? Where? Stolen goods. Even the offering you're offering, what you got it from who knows where. Dishonest funds, you lied to get that employment. And it's out of that what you inherited from telling lies that you now want to give to God and saying sacrifice. You're better off cutting your neck and offering the blood. Go and worship Satan. Foolishness. No one can trace, even to come and sweep the floor of the church, that they can't trace anything back to you. No faithfulness in service. But people are convinced that as long as I go to heaven. Thief. The Lord will help us.